Yes, 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 yes. Mic check, mic check. Let's do a quick test. We're looking good, looking good. Welcome back to Learning Defense. Here, we do exactly that. We're trying to figure out exactly how to play this Street Fighter 6 game before it even comes out because we didn't get the beta. Thank you, Capcom. But it's fine. Simply put, I learned better watching others do it to begin with and get it in my mind what's going on. But so in this one, we're going to finish up the first round of looking at all of these characters from the get-go. You feel me? The bare basics of what is punishable, what is not. And we're going to break it down by looking at the punish counter as I done in the other three videos of this matter. But keep in mind, this is only the beginning, man. Like, these characters are so in-depth. There's so much to it. There's so much to this system that we won't know exactly how to fight against. We won't know exactly how to do anything in this game until we get our hands on it. Maybe even till the first patch, we get our own game plan and figure out how we really going to do it. But understanding this gives us a leg up on those who are not, who just watch playbacks, and you're not even strategizing. You're not even trying to figure out what all of this stuff means. So today we got an interesting one. Last time we had an American one where that was kind of disappointing, but it did show you some of which way we can fight against Gao and such. And that Luke may be a Gao counter, but today we got Problem X and his Ryu. Problem X being mainly an M Bison. You feel me? He's one of the best Bisons there ever was. I think he won an Evo tournament with Bison, like one of the only people that I've ever seen win with Bison. He's mad nice. And then Nephew, Juri. Nephew is from here. I think he's from Florida, or maybe he's from LA. I'm not exactly sure, but he runs with punkdagod, and punkdagod gives him the utmost praise. And you can see it from time to time. I just don't see the consistency, but I think this is a pretty good matchup to watch. So let's go ahead and hit this thing off.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, punish counter off the rip, in which I think that was just footsie. Yes. You see, what footsies are is when you see the whiff of the button right in front of you, hit it. Punish counter into the FADC forward so that he can maximize this combo. As you see right here, you got all 6 of these meters. Let's see how much this FADC actually takes from the 6. It takes 3 of these meters up here to forward dash after you land a hit into the punish counter to continue the combo. And I mean, you only got 6. You only got 6 bars. Is that worth it? Becomes the ultimate question. When he could have did standing medium into the Tatsu kicks across screen, wouldn't get as much damage, but he would keep all his meter. But I mean, let's see how much damage this does. That's not bad damage, but is it worth half of your meter? This is what this game is going to ultimately come down to, making wise decisions with this meter, because like this meter down here, it only does supers. All of this meter, you got your EX meters, you got your FADC forwards, you got your V reversals, you got what is it? I think no parries. You can do parries without all of that. But you got like 6 different mechanics that you have to use through these 6 little piffs. So you have to use it wisely. Was this using it wisely? Nah, I don't know. Punish counter. As that was a punish counter for Juri. Like, you see how it's on this side. That's how you can tell. Oh, hold up. My bad. See how it's on this side? That's how you know who did it. It's Juri. So she did a punish counter. So where did that happen? What she did is she kicked him right as he threw the fireball, like at the recovery frames. Now the leg hit him, but yet also she got hit by the fireball. So she activated the punish counter, but yet couldn't get anything from it because she got hit. Oh, hold this. Hold this. Hold this paint to your chest. You see how it's splatting on the ground like that and it stays on there for a little bit. I love the detail work, but we all know what this is by now if you've been following this channel. What this is the, I guess we can call it the crush counter. It's the moves, this move does, it eats as armor 3 punches or 3 kicks or 3 buttons that you have towards them. It eats it, and if you push the button and you're not blocking, then it'll crumble you and you get a full punish. If you do this while you're in the corner, which is what he did here, he wanted to get him in the corner so that he can crumble him and he splats against the wall and does a full punish. But yet he's not in the corner, so it doesn't happen. Like he's like right here. You have to be like literally right up on the corner for it to work. Oh. Now that's a good amount of damage right there. And I think it's worth it because now you see he still got 1 pip left. He got no meter down here because he went for the special there. But that ate up the EX. How much did the EX actually eat? Let's see. We're gonna look at the meter management here. Okay, so we got 2.5 at this point. Now he's got 3. So it's about 2 meters, 2 of these balls for the EX. And let's see how much damage the EX actually does. For 2 balls, EX moves may not be, like, I love EX moves in Street Fighter V because it adds the extra damage that I need for my Sakura because she doesn't do a lot of damage. You feel me? So you need every little bit of bonus that you can get. But in this game, this meter is so vital that I don't think that it's the smart thing to do to use EXs. But we'll see. And that was his level 1. Yeah, you see down here, he only has 1 ball. When he goes into all of this, into the special, now he got 0 balls. So the fireball is his level 1 special. Punish counter. But what this is he tried to grab him and he missed the grab and she just grabbed back because she was actually trying to like if you push grab at the same time that they try to grab you, then it'll break. You won't get grabbed. But yet, if the grab is off and you happen to be like closer and you can grab the grab, you will activate the punish counter, but you won't get the full damage. You won't get anything. You didn't mean to do that. What was that hard knockdown? Did you see that? Oh, so her grab automatically does a hard knockdown? Why wouldn't it be on this side? That's gotta be from something else. No, it's from the grab. Oh, okay, because he got grabbed is telling you got a hard knockdown, that you can't instantly come back up. That's what hard knockdown is. Hey, you see that? See, that's what I was saying in the last video. Like, okay, you get crushed. You see this crush? That's pretty much the wall splat from the paint crush counter that she did. And she did it while he had meter. So if you are close to the corner, does not matter if you have meter or not, you can get crush counted. Let's continue. Footsies. Now that is actually what you call the shimmy. Advanced techniques for once you get up there in the ranks. Like, you need to do this in order to make people push buttons instead of just block all day, because chip and all of that stuff to get your life down, you're asking for trouble. Like, you have to get damage where you can get it. Now, you need to get damage. In a lot of cases, these people are really good at blocking and not letting you grab them. So you have to fake move forward and fake like you're moving forward to grab, fake like you're moving forward to punch or something like that, and then move back. And that'll, like, just naturally, you can't stop yourself from pushing a button because you're worried about, oh, what if they're trying to grab me? Oh, what if they're trying to do something? I need to push something. Gotcha. Hold this special. As, oh, this is her activation. Okay, that's, I think all activations are level 2s. It seems to be that way, don't it? But let's see. You see? Her meter, after she did the FADC, which took 3 bars. But because of that, she can extend the combo, and she was able to get 2 bars off of, because this bar only goes up because you're landing hits. Or maybe you might get some meter if you block too, but only if you block, only if you landing hits, like you really get meter by landing hits. This meter up here, it comes back as a time thing. You feel me? It's like Mortal Kombat X. Like meter in that game, it just, you start with it, and as time goes, it continues to just go up because you're always going to need it. I think they took what Mortal Kombat was doing and made it better, because MKX, I don't feel as though was a good game. But let's continue. But yeah, you see, now she's down to 0 bars. That means that this is her level 2 and it's an activation. And I think Ryu got the same thing, but his activation is for fireball. Like he charges up his fireball or something of that nature. And this activation leads to this combo. Wall splat. Did you see how far he fell back with that wall splat? Now, is it that people, I think some characters might fall back farther than others. And I think you really fall back when you don't have any meter. Like when you don't have any meter here, that means this gray line right here, it has to recharge all the way up before you can get all of your meter back. Now, because of that, whenever someone hits you, it takes more of your life. Then it takes life. When you block stuff with meter, I don't think it takes life, but when you do it without meter, it takes life off rip. And then you fly back when you get hit by the crush counter. Let's look at this. Let's see how far this person fell. Oh my goodness, that is a far away. This is a super far distance, bro. To go directly into that, the more you know, man. The more you know. Anywhere close to the corner, bro, and they don't have any meter, you got no other choice. You got to do that. So you have to expect that it's coming, especially if you ain't got no ball. So how do you get out of it? You grab them when they do that. You can special through it. Like if your special actually lasts, if you got the meter for it, if you got the meter that goes directly into an animation, if you got that, which is usually your level 3, yes. I wouldn't do your level 2. Level 1 for Juri, maybe. But it happens so... I think the special was so slow that this might just eat it and go straight through and still crush you. That's something to test when we get our hands on the game. Capcom. No, I love Capcom. Counter hit. Now notice that counter hit didn't give you the punish counter. And that's because like she was actually like he mashed that out, I think. Like he didn't like really prepare that. And I think that was punishable, but yet he hit him right as he was getting hit by that leg. You did. It wasn't like a punish counter. He just ran through it and got the counter hit, not the punish counter. And it was an air reversal. Like you see, you get different animations depending on what's happening when you hit him with the crush counter. You see, she got hit while she was in the air with this, meaning she flipped out into the air. Now, you have to see this because the combo that you land next is dependent on this animation, because the same combos where the wall splat happens, the same combos where they just sitting there like that, those don't work for when you're in the air like this. And that's exactly what we see here. He tried to go for, I think that's medium punch, which on your PlayStation is your triangle, on your Xbox is your Y. He tried to go for that, and it just completely whiffed. Maybe the best thing he could have did there was EX Tatsu kicks or the EX Dragon Punch off the rip to get the max damage. But you would have to literally like, you would have to have your hands on the sticks to figure that out. See, you see why you just charge up that fireball right there? That gives him this right here. This means his next fireball is going to be powerful. You see how she is like kicking her legs? You see how she kicked her legs up? She got one of these. She did it again. Now she got 2. What those do in Street Fighter V, at least, I don't know about this game, because I hear she's a lot better than what she used to be. But in Street Fighter V, when she did that, she would be charging up her moves so that she can have additional moves, additional fireballs, additional things, so that she can continue combos, so that she can power up particular moves and actually do more damage. This game, I don't know yet. Oh, hold this boot to your mouth. Okay, what this was, simple and plain. He tried to fireball, she went right through it. Crush counted him. Now it's max damage time, baby. It's your turn, Juri. See, now, and this is where this, I would use this. Because I think this is her level 2, where it's not a combo. You feel me? She just landed a button and went into this particular move, and that resets all of the animations. So therefore, it's her turn. You better block, because if she comes out with the jab, odds are it's going to be faster than any button that you press. She may not be at complete advantage, but yet it's a lot safer for you to just block because she's about to apply the pressure. Didn't block. Did he? Okay, did he block high and she blocked and she hit low, or did he try to push a button? Nope. How I know this is you don't see counter hit. You don't see counter hit on either side. And he just got hit. So he's standing up and he was expecting an overhead or something and just got a low and combo time. Notice that it didn't do a tremendous amount of damage. And is that worth 3 pips up here? Given this situation, maybe. Because she's winning so much. Like, it doesn't matter. Every bit of damage that you can get, take it. Even if you're trying to style on him, go ahead and style. You might as well. You're in a great position, and he's in the corner, and you got meter. So you can do the crush count. You can take a risk and crush counter, and you should be able to get the wall splat. But instead, nope, just wish punish. Was that a punish counter? Or was that just a counter hit? It was a counter hit. Why is it a counter hit? Because she hit him when he was throwing the button. If the button stopped and came back in recovery, then punish counter would happen. But they ultimately pushed a button at the same time, and Juri's button worked. Juri's button was better. It was at the right range. For whatever reason, this button completely beat that jab out. And you just got to be a master of the character. You got to play the character in order to know exactly why here. But either way, like, it was a counter hit it was a counter hit because she just beat it. And because of that, you can get additional, like, punish counter lets you know for real, you can get the max damage. But counter hit, there's counter hit combos that's really good too, that you can do the same kinds of stuff. I don't know. Well, that's how it would be in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 6, I don't know. Maybe counter hit combos are different from punish counter. You never know till you get your hands on the controller.
Round 1. Fight.
Fireball kick. Oh, oh, with punish, but did that punish counter? I don't think punish counter came out on that one. Why didn't the punish counter come out on that? The window for the punish counter is not big enough on that button. Like, he was almost recovered. So therefore, it didn't count. Maybe he wasn't blocking backwards. Maybe he was moving forward after that or something. And therefore, he just got hit. Punish counter. But you guys know what that is. He's going, yep, he just went straight through that kick. And with, how much damage did that do? Okay, that's actually not bad damage for just 2 hits. You feel me? That might be like for this particular game. In that situation, that might be optimization. Nah, it can't be. I'm sure you can get more damage. Nah, that's too light. Nah, you can definitely get more damage than that. Yep. Second one always wins, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember that. Ooh, nice combo. Oh, footsies. Well, he hit him with the shimmy. Hit him with the shimmy, baby. And I think she was trying to grab, and because of that, yep, she tried to take the grab because she thought he was going to grab, went straight into medium punch into special, and this is, will this kill? Like Sajam would say? I doubt it. I don't think this is going to kill though. Yeah, just barely, little bit of life left. Definitely worth it though. Except for now he used up all of his meter in that for life. But one ball, only a little bit. This game is over. There's no massive comeback mechanic in this game. You feel me? So she has to run the gauntlet and get mad lucky. It's possible. I've done it, but I doubt it. Not against Problem X, baby. That's a tough one.
Round 2. Fight. Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Punish counter. But what he did was she came up, did sitting down, she went down, and the O button on PlayStation, and I think that's the is that the B button on? Let me get my controller. Hold up. Yes, it's the B button. She tried to walk up, push down B or down O, and she missed. And because she missed, he was able to hit it and activate the punish counter and go into whatever combo he wants to do. Let's see what combo it is. Oh, wrong one. We had to run it back. Yeah, and he only got the fireball though because he was not expecting to get the punish counter or something. I don't know. I mean, in previous iterations of Street Fighter 4, you could actually cancel the fireball into the fireball special, I think. But I was never like a Ryu main. I've seen people do it before. So I don't know exactly how to do it because I'm pretty sure none of his fireballs have ever been cancelable. Maybe I'm just tripping. But anyway, he couldn't get max damage because he didn't believe or he didn't try to with punish. Like, he may not be to that point yet in the game. He's Problem X. He probably is. He just didn't see it coming. He probably was just going for the fireball anyway. And he got the punish counter without actually intending to get it. Now, this was an intentional punish counter because he tried to go for the standing medium punch, the standing triangle on PlayStation, or standing Y on Xbox. And he misses, and she hit him with the crouching low into FADC, which that uses up 3 meters up there. She didn't use an EX meter there because that would have depleted all of her meter. And got a good little, what is that, 20%? Well, 15, 20% maybe? Oh, hold this. Second one always wins, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, punish counter, the first one, because here's the thing. Like I said, the Japanese players are already ahead. Like, the more I watch them, the more I realize, they are punish countering buttons. They're not just waiting for the EX Tatsus and the obvious dragon punches, the punish counter, or like us Americans, we are good at footsies and whiff punishing and all that. But from what I'm understanding, from what I'm seeing, the rest of the world isn't really familiar with the buttons that can be punish counted yet off on block. But let's continue. Man, it ain't that funny, bitch. Nah, I love Juri. I love Juri.
You're fun.
Final round.
She's a psychopath. Was that a punish? That wasn't a punish counter, right? I think he just hit her low. Yep, just hit him low. Sometimes you just walk forward into the kick. Did you see how far back? Like, that's what happens when you, why people grab whenever you walk close, because if you do grab, you get the throw escape. This right here, which means she pushed the grab buttons, which is you got to push two buttons at the same time, and that's X and square on the PlayStation, or the X and A on the Xbox. You push them at the same time, and if you actually guessed correct that he was doing the same thing, then you push him off of you, and you get this much distance. So you reset the whole fight to a degree. This changes the whole leverage of how everything goes. And this is much different than what it has been in Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 2. Because whenever you grab in Street Fighters, you're at advantage to a degree. It's not supposed to be amazingly at advantage, but you should be at somewhat of an advantage. But in Street Fighter 5, people spam that advantage. You throw them in the corner, and then you just walk up and you keep throwing them. You throw them, then you throw them, then you throw them, because you can time it when they wake up on their feet, and there's hardly anything they can do. If you time it properly with the spacing, and you can do this with practice, then you can get into what is called a throw loop. You can constantly throw people, and they just got to sit there and take it until your timing falls off. But in order to fix that in Street Fighter 6, if you get a throw escape, you get pushed back full screen. Start everything over, and I love it. This game is going to be more neutral, footsie based, but way more fierce. It's like a Marvel kind of footsies, just not as fast with the overhead low, but yet the footsies are, the spacing and all of that is really good, and the speed of the game, I really like it. Like, this game is going to be great, but let's continue. Got the reversal there. Didn't get a punish counter. So that pretty much means he's mashing this to wake up. Like, reversal is when you do like somebody is pushing buttons on you, or you don't know when you need to go ahead and do something. You just say, forget it, I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna just put out EX Dragon Punch because I got the beginning of it, you can't hit me. But then you can do the same thing here, because this got 3 hits of armor. So whatever buttons that you do, I'm eating it, and I can hit you if you're pushing any buttons on my wake up. You gotta be wary of this. Not a bad combo. Not a bad combo. What is that? 30%? Maybe? Somewhere around there? He got 2 meters left, and he's over there by the corner. He's kind of close to the corner. So he got another crush counter that he can do to her if he so be it. Like, what I would do at this point, I would get close. I would walk in a little bit. I would do like a sitting B or O. A B or circle. Crouching B or circle. And then I would activate my level 2 super so that I would be back in advantage and I will have you over here in the corner and maybe push you a little bit and then use up the rest of this meter for the crush counter into the combo, into the corner, and pick up a lot of damage there. That's what I would do, but let's see how Problem X plays it. He just throws into the corner, okay? And he's probably going to go for the crush counter. Oh no, she went for the activation in order to get space. Punishable? Maybe not. Okay. That EX Tatsu has always been like one of the more difficult things for me to punish in all of Street Fighter because it happens so fast in Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 3, cause it's the same animation, it's just different graphics. They use the same basics of it, they just change everything about it. But that joint goes so fast, like I don't know if you can jump in and hit it. I don't know if he's automatically safe. I have no idea, but clearly a nephew here didn't know either, or maybe he does know and you just can't punish it because if he could have, he missed it. See, he tried to dash forward into a hit and that was not fast enough. My question is, because you get pushed back. You get pushed back because if you get hit by the kicks, you get pushed back a good amount of distance. If you don't have a long enough button, you got to get back in. Now, the dash may be too much. Now, just jumping straight in, that might have been the move here. Like, actually, Juri got a move where she jumps into the air and does a dive kick and hits you like really quick. I think that's really what he should have did here. Especially if he doesn't know he doesn't know what's safe and what's not. So I think that this is just a bad play here by Nephew. A bad choice, but you gotta learn it. You dig? Most of the pros learn it by doing it.
This is my chance.
He used up all of his meters. Got thrown, but it was the end. He tried to make a comeback, you feel me? But you ain't got no meter, you ain't got nothing so you could do it. But notice that when you get hit, your meter goes down. Because, okay, the FADC is 3 bars. He had 3 and some change. So that change is still there.
This is my chance.
He got grabbed and thrown out. That grab took up pretty much a whole pip, bro. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of meter to lose because you get hit. This is why whenever they throw fireballs at you, you want to parry it because it begins to eat at your meter. You feel me? You don't want to get hit by anything. This meter is how you do everything in this game. The more you get hit, the worse it's going to be for you. You feel me? Blocking is not the business. You only block at last resorts, or it's just something that you can do at the time. But you got to be just as strategic with your blocks as you are with everything else.
Round 1.
Hold that paint to your chest. Foot, he tried to shimmy. Got that same punch. Oh my goodness. Wait, right through whatever button you was pushing there, buddy. Punish counter. I think this is more just a whiff punish. Not a block. Yep. Whiff punished. I think that's her standing a B on Xbox or standing O on PlayStation. And it just missed, and he just whiff punish into max punish. And same thing there. This is just a whiff punish. See, he tried to shimmy him, and instead of like shimmies being, as we talked about before, you move forward, then you move back, and you got to actually, then whatever button comes out, you can hit it. But yet, most players, you don't realize this until later when you get really good. They do this as a set play. You feel me? They have it in their mind. I'm going to shimmy, and I'm going to move forward, move back, and hit a button. They commit to it. So if you push the button and commit to it, and this Juri, what she did, she moved back. He wasn't prepared for the move back. He wasn't thinking that he could move back. He wasn't watching the fact that they moved back. So therefore, he was so far into his zone, into his motions and his moves, that he was going to get punished counter off the rip. This is what the Japanese players play on. This is why we're not as good as the Japanese players, because they are actually thinking. Well, not all, but I'm talking like the best. We talking Tokido. We talking Daigo. We talking one of my favorite players. His name is Juri. These people, they can do a shimmy and then watch you do a backdash on wake up and not throw out the button and continue to put pressure, because it's not a set play. They're playing the game and thinking as we go. But you go into a set play, and this is how you do it. And that's how people take advantage of you, and you get beat on the highest levels of what Street Fighter is. And that's some good damage, because that's her, this is her level 1, I do believe. Yes, because the level 2 is the activation. So punish counter into the level 1. So she had 2 meters. What? Wait, oh, I'm looking at the wrong meter. Crush counter into that. Into this. Yep. This is only level 1. She had 1 ball, and she used it into this fireball. Oh, look at that damage. Oh. What is that? Is that 25 to 30%? Off of 1 meter? Off of 1 meter? Off of 1 meter and a, what is this? Punish counter. Yeah, just a combo into 1 meter. She didn't use the FADC. If she does the FADC and all of that, I don't think it's like worth the damage, because they there's a engine within Street Fighter that when your combos begin to go too long, or you use something in your combo, like when you use the FADC in a combo, it cuts your damage in half, because in previous games, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, all of the earlier stuff, these would lead to infinity combos. So every iteration of the game, they try to put polish on it, like, okay, instead of allowing you to just do whatever you want to and do a infinity combo and all that stuff, instead of allowing you to do that, we're going to implement something that's going to cut the damage in half so that the other player can actually play. But that was good damage, though. That was real good damage. Punish counter. But that was Ryu jumped in the air and pushed the button, and she did a cross-cut dragon punch. Now, what is cross-cut dragon punch? Cross-cut dragon punch is, you see how he was on the left side, like he started on, you see he's on the right side. He's on the right side of her, and he jumps. Now that he's jumping in the air, she has to change the motions in order to do this next move to hit him in the air. Because he's moving Like he's moving forward to get close, and then he jumps. Now backwards is now forwards. And this move that he's doing has to be forward, down, forward, kick. So how do you do that in this fast of time? How you do this is called a cross cut. See, when you move forward, at this particular moment, when he's jumping over top of you like that, you could input the forward, down, forward in any which direction and hit the kick button. But then when you let go of the kick button, it'll happen. You have to hold the kick button when you push the down, forward, and hold it. And then as soon as your character turns, let go of the kick and you will be able to kick him in the right direction. Like, I've never mastered that myself. You feel me? That's like next level. But my character, my Dragon Punch, it goes so far forward that it doesn't make sense for me to have ever learned this. But now my character isn't in the game. Now I might have to learn how to do this. But if I play with Kimberly, who I'm thinking I may play with Kimberly, it won't matter because her Dragon Punch is crazy with the range in the air. So I don't think I necessarily need to know it, but it's a good thing to actually practice and get the hang of when you need to do stuff like this. Same punish counter. Hold this. He ran out of meter. Like, I think he could have finished that off with like an EX Dragon Punch or something. But did you see the amount of time that you get off of the wall splat when you have 0 health? Like, that's why she got the stun, the bulge that's circling over her head. It's because she has no life, she has no meter, and got crush counted in the corner and got wall splat. You see those bulges right there? She's stunned. That's why it's telling you stun. So you got the utmost time to do whatever you want to. And he chooses to do a full jump in. Like, he's gonna come back. Like, you see how much life this is gonna take? It did alright. If he had more meter, he could have definitely took more. Would it have been worth it? I don't know. But now, Nephew, the Juri, she got all of the meter back. So, good luck with that. You see, he got very little life and he got no meter here. So anything that he gets hit with is doing chip damage. And if he gets hit with anything, it's over. Like, what he honestly should do is wake up special. Well, is there anything he could do to stop a wake up special? Maybe he could do his own special on top of the wake up special. That's a possibility to stop that. But I would wake up special here, especially with Juri's having all these fireballs and stuff. Bro. Nope, did the FABC. And used up all of his meters. And got a lucky punish counter. This is why I'm telling you American Street Fighter fighters are bad, bro. And I'm not trying to, and I'm not saying that I'm any better. I'm not trying to say that I'm any better, that I will dominate the Japanese players, but it's watching errors in judgment like that. I mean, sure, you may not want to use that 1 meter down there because that carries over the entire match. So if you use that meter now, you won't have it for the next round. But you playing with fire here. Even though he doesn't have any ball to do anything here, he got ball here. So if you whiff a single button, he can go into medium, into special, and win. And what he did is he tried to push buttons, and He could have gotten hit here, fam. But it worked out. It worked out, so it is what it is. Now, ask yourself, was that worth the meter? Because that cost him 3 balls. Well, the FADC cost him 3 balls, but he did something more. EX Fireball, 2 balls. So I believe now all EX moves cost 2 balls. All those FADC forward, super fast dashes, those cost 3 balls. So that's 5 balls that he just used. For what? Is that less than 20%? See, you never know. Like that's what I like about Mortal Kombat. Like Mortal Kombat tells you the actual percentages while you're actually playing the game. But you can look at this in the training mode. Like you'll be able to see the exact percentages of how much it is. It's just I like it more. Just you can show me in the actual match. Like you can do that. Like Mortal Kombat does. But whatever. Well, I mean, I guess in actual competition, because this is built for competition, you don't want to show that yet. You want to see if anybody did, if everybody did the homework. You feel me? But I don't think that was worth the meter usage. Okay, so his fireball is not as slow as it used to be. Like, there was a time where you would be able to, you would hit that. He wouldn't be able to get that Dragon Punch off. Like, Ken, you can't really jump in on him like that. Like, his fireballs and everything is so fast, you expect that. Ryu's, you can jump in, well, but you know, maybe I'm just tripping here because Alex Valle makes that look easy. What up, Alex Valle? I actually met Alex Valle one time. If he ever watches this, he's a real good guy. I went to Wednesday night fights one time, dude. But that's what he does. He'll throw fireballs at particular ranges and things of that nature, and he knows the exact range in which you can throw the fireball that he will recover in time to do a Dragon Punch, and he stays at that range. That's what makes Alex Valle amazing, still to this point. And that may be just a range like fireball, Dragon Punch, maybe not intended, but it's. Let's see exactly what that range was. It was a little far. It was a little far. It was a little far. What was that? Hold up. So he just did crouching. That was crouching O, crouching B. But he did it twice. And it came out faster. Well, he whiffed the first one. Let's see. You see, he whiffed the first one. Oh, she tried to push a button. She was in the air. And she got hit on the ground. Oh, them hitboxes are lovely. Whatever this was that she tried to push, got low hitbox. Oh, I think that was her overhead. And she got hit on the startup frames low. She's jumping in the air, but the overhead has low hit frames. The more you know. Oh, perfecto. 5 golden letters. Parfait.
This fist is everything to me. Fight round. Fight.
That wasn't punish counter, right? I think that was just... Oh yeah, he just got hit low. Into the activation. So the activation does not do anywhere near as much. I think the activation, it does cut down, like the damage gets cut because of the activation. But that level 1 though, that did damage. Like, I'm actually thinking like, yo, it makes the most sense right now in this iteration of the game. 3-hit combo into level 1. That should be all of your combos. Punish counter. You know what punish counter that is, baby. Oh, that's max damage. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that damage. She used it all, ladies and gentlemen. She used everything. Like, cause she did the FADC and blew the rest of the beat. Oh, she just didn't have it. Oh yeah. So the FADC actually, you can do it with 1.5. Okay, that does balance it out. That balances it out. 1.5 to get extensions on your combos is not like mass damage extensions, but 1.5 for it, yeah, that's worth it. As long as you don't blow everything trying, like, if you're going to do the FADC with 1.5, I don't think you should be doing EX combos to go on top of it. I think you should just take the damage. But that's something to continue to study. The Damake! Damake! Nope! At this moment, he knew he fucked up. So the special fireball has no anti-air properties at all. Clearly, or maybe Juri just can, maybe if this wasn't a cross-up, where her jump-ins are like actually amazing. You feel me? So, yeah, like her jump-ins are rather amazing. So you may not know if this is crossing up or if it's not, especially if she does like the jumping foot that goes straight down on your head, which they gave her that back. It was only in Street Fighter 4, and they bringing it back in 6, and that was always a headache to deal with. So now, hard jump-ins are more difficult. This is going to happen more often than you think. But max damage, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, so she doesn't have any meat. She doesn't have any meter. But she has a free combo here. Well, she will be able to gain 1 meter. So what I'm looking for is a 3-hit combo into level 1 activation. Seal the match, baby. Finish him off. Like I said, we're not very good at this game yet. Oh, Japan is finishing that off, bro. I'm sorry. It's not gonna matter. This one is over. Or is it? Yeah.
Juri, win!
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So what did we learn today? We learned that American players are not playing, they're playing footsies rather than learning the punishable moves outside of the obvious ones, the EX Dragon Punch, the moves that everyone knows are punishable. But yet, we're not seeing actual button punishes that on block. And I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of them in this game. People just are not trying them. You feel me? At least not in America. I'm seeing Japanese players do it. Like, this is why I cannot wait to see. I got a bunch of these matches that I want to look at. Maybe next we can do Hatani and Gamer B. I want to learn more Chun-Li because, like I said in my Chun-Li video, I don't know anything about her crouching stance because she got multiple stances. Like Gin has multiple stances in Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 4. But she can push a button and she changes her pose on how she's fighting, and all of her buttons become something different. And they have different properties in which you need to fight against those in a different kind of manner. And that's what I'm going to try to look out for in that one. On top of seeing more stuff that is actually punishable. I want to see more, like this one right here though. I might bypass and just watch this one because these are two of my favorite players, internationals. Well, I mean, these are some heavy hitters. Yeah, I will say these are some of my favorite fighters. Fujimura is in Street Fighter 4, he mained like a ninja, the female ninja Ibuki for a long time, and his combos are amazing. Oh my goodness. Like, if you're wondering if you're going to die with like, what, 37 to 40% damage with 40% life left, you're dead. Anything, and he got multiple combos in order to get that. He studies it religiously. It's amazing the work that Fujimura does. And him playing with Jamie, that's interesting because that's a record character that has the levels to, he drinks, every time he drinks, it's like Chun-Li's crouching stance. It changes every time he drinks, all of his buttons change. And I know just a little bit, like there's 4 different levels, so you have to learn all 4 levels on how they work, how they are punishable, all of that stuff. You got to know it and fight against it, and that's what makes him cheap. People aren't going to know that. People are not going to study 4 different levels of one character to know that this button is punishable in this level. It's not, and it's a trap on this level. That's why people are having a lot of fun with him. And especially the Japanese are like, yo, he's nice. But I think consensus is saying the ninja chick with the spray paint. I want to say Rebecca, but it's not Rebecca. It's what's her name? I forget her name. But she's the black. She's the black character. She's a ninja. She's like the descendant of the ninjas, but she does her teleporting and ninja stuff with spray cans. That's who I'm going to play with, pretty much. That's the first one I want to try at least. But I forgot where I was even going with that. I'm sorry, everybody. It is what it is, though. But you ultimately got to learn the levels in which every single character has, and if it changes the buttons, and what's punishable and what's not, depending on whatever's going on in the match. And you have to know this in a split second. Like when he drinks, you need to look at his meter. Like, oh, he's level 3. This button and this button is punishable now. Okay, if he pushes any of those, I got him. If he does this one that was punishable before, no, I can't push anything there. You gotta actively be studying and know, and it's nonsense. It's beautiful nonsense in which a lot of people were playing with him for that. A lot of people were playing with the black chick that I was just talking about. This is where I was going. They're saying that she's one of the best in the game. Where I can see it. I can see it. I definitely want to play her. She looks a lot of fun. A lot of her stuff looks cheap. They're saying Ken is amazing. Ryu was alright. I think they're saying the worst character in the game is Luke, which thank God, because Luke in Street Fighter V was amazing. They made him way too good because he's a boring character. He's a Gao counter. So you make everything that he presses safe. Everything. He can just rush you down and push buttons. Like, I had to learn to fight him in a completely unique way. That's how I'm able to win these days. But it's very difficult to actually hit him. But that's all I wanted to touch on, man. Put a whole hour in. We just seen all 8 characters. So if my nephews have come this far, this is a good blueprint to watch all of these first 4. Always come back to the first 4, but then just go into other matches and apply what you've learned in all of this and figure out if everything is working the right way or if I was wrong somewhere and things of that nature. This is how you learn to win. It's all studying and having the ability to do these mass combos on demand without dropping them in a split second. It's live action chess where every move you got to manually do it. It's why I love this game. But I appreciate everybody who showed up, man. Everybody, all the likes, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. But I'm up out of here.